Hey guys, and welcome back to Justiffstarot. I'm Tiff, and I'm going to be doing your collective reading for today. If this reached your timeline, it is something meant for you. If you are coming back, thank you so much. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, First off, let me just the energy that I've been feeling lately has been like intense. I think it is because the retrograde is on the way, but it's just been real intense. So let's get into it so I can see. Ooh, let me get, we're gonna do a little collective reading. We're gonna see what the energy is, see why the energy is the way that it is, and then see what we can do to navigate our way through the energies. All right. Spirit, give me something. Let me see how the people is feeling. For that to be what peaked out, the Nine of Swords. First card to hit is the Lovers reversed. Two of Cups reversed. Ten of Pentacles reversed. My. It ain't looking good tonight, y'all. Okay, all right. Let's. This. This is not okay. Let me. Okay, I. That wasn't. This is intense. This is intense. This is intense for the first minute. That is intense. That is intense. So what I'm seeing right now, the Lovers reverse means the Lovers reverse plus the Two of Clubs reverse plus the Ten of Pentacles reverse means something. It's over. It's over. If you are in a relationship, if you are in a dynamic, if you are in a partnership, it's over. I ain't even gonna hold you. And I can go through a couple of the reasons that it is over. This is also giving twin flame energy since I do have the Lovers reversed and the Two of Cups out here. For those of you who do believe in the twin flame journey, soulmates, higher level, partnership, it's looking like it's not giving right now. And the reason why it's not giving with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, that means that there is kind of a lost idea of generational wealth. Some not just some money was lost, but the idea of how to build a family together was kind of lost in this process. Let me At the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant upright, which indicates to me that this could even be a marriage. It could be something that is considered traditional. It could be common law, whatever it is, if this applies. But this is telling me that there is a partnership that is coming, that has gone, that is at an end or is coming to an end. And that is why the energy is so heavy right now. Give me more on the Lovers. What's going on with the Lovers? It's always the Queen of Swords in reverse up out here. What's the matter? Okay. So for the Lovers in reverse, I got the Knight of Wands and the upright, Queen of Swords in the reverse, and the Four of Swords in the reverse. This is the swordsy. The swordsy. So this is already kind of letting me know that there is a lot of internal conflict within whatever partnership you have. I don't want to say that this doesn't have to be romantic, but I'm not gonna hold, but it can or can't be. You could just have a really, really close friendship or partnership. I have friends that I've called my soulmates. I have like, it could be like a really high level or a really strong partnership that's even coming to an end, a business partnership that's coming to an end. But what this is showing me is that the feminine energy in the partnership has been possibly manipulating, been a bit cold hearted. There's been some. Ooh, child. Okay. So whoever the feminine energy is, and this doesn't have to be man or woman, you already know how I get down. It's whatever you are identifying with. This is more of somebody who is, I ain't even gonna hold you like a bitch. And in the partnership, in any partnership, if you want something to work, you can't approach the dynamic, like somebody who doesn't want to be understood or understand other people. And because I'm seeing the Knight of Wands, what that's telling me is that there's a very fiery energy to maybe what this person says, what this person does. It's not very thought out if it's coming out before the Queen of Swords. And what this is also telling me is that the relationship is, when I'm seeing the Four of Swords, that means they're kind of recuperating. They're getting over what's happening. So this could be you, this could be the other person. If you are the Queen of Swords, because we ain't gonna act like everybody healed. If you watching this, you might not be healed, and that's okay. But you might be the Queen of Swords in reverse. And I'm gonna help you through it. Okay? All right. This is looking like the partnership just needs to be put to a rest. It needs to be put to an end. Um, let me get the let me get a little bit more on the 10 of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Somebody's a liar. Somebody's a liar. Who? Show me the seven. Who's in Seven of Swords? Who's lying? Someone who is. So I got Seven of Wands reversed. So someone, there has been dishonesty about money in this partnership. There has been dishonesty about how to achieve the money. There has been dishonesty about where the money came from. Now, just remember, I should have said this at the very beginning, and my apologies. The things that you hear, some of these things might apply to your story. Some of these things may not apply to your story. If it don't apply, let it fly. But if it do, I need you to listen, okay? So someone in this dynamic was dishonest about how they either achieved or got their wealth, or was dishonest about how they plan to build the wealth within the partnership. With Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Big wheels keep on turning. All right, so when I see, what else is down here? Six, Queen of Cups. When I see Wheel of Fortune can mean a couple of different things, but it's in the upright. So let's talk about good karma that can happen from leaving a toxic relationship. Okay, because I feel like that is going to be what your blockage is not understanding the benefits in leaving something toxic that you might be attached to, especially if it's a marriage, especially if it's something that you've been in for a long period of time. With the 10 of Pentacles, this is telling me that it could be something that you've been in for 10 years. It could be something that you've been in for 2 years. It could be something that you've been in for 6 years. So it could be this feels like something that has been together for a very, very long time. And sometimes being in a partnership or a dynamic for a very, very long time can almost make you feel like you have to stay there because that's what you've created as your normal. But what this at the bottom is telling me, and what is and at the bottom of the deck, which means it's hidden, you don't really know it, right? The good things that can come from leaving something toxic is being able to reconnect with who you are and what you want. As someone who is married and going through a separation and a divorce, I can say that while I was in my marriage, it was very difficult for me to continue to identify as me, right? You get lost in being a wife, you get lost in being a partner, you get lost in being all those things. And without realizing it, you end up losing the very things that got you into the relationship, that made you kind of attracted to each other in the first place. So what this is telling me is that you need a little bit of reassurance that it's okay to leave something long term, because as long as you're leaving it with a clear heart, as long as you are leaving it with a clear conscience as well, as long as you are leaving it with a clear heart and a clear conscience, you have to believe and you have to understand that what's on the other side is not going to be as bad as what you've been going through. At least I can say that from my own personal experiences, that's the outlook, is what's on the other side gotta be better than this, right? Right. Which is why Wheel of Fortune is there to let you know, yes, it is. You just have to you have to go. You have to, right below that is the Six of Swords. You have to move to calmer waters in order to get that good luck and that good fortune and that good karma. But you got to leave the choppy waters, which is the unhealthy partnerships, in order to get the healthier things for you. Let me see specifically what some of the blockages are. You get no love. Me, I got Ace of Cups reverse. You. Queen of Wands in the upright. Seven of Cups in the upright. Okay. So Ace of Cups in the upright tells me, Ace of Cups in the reverse tells me that somebody has a blocked heart chakra, right? That means that the love that is deep within you, because it's not that the love doesn't exist, it does exist, but it's blocked off right now. And it's showing that it's blocked off by a Queen of Wands in the upright. The reason why I'm saying it's blocked off is because if you look at her staff, she ain't even looking. She ain't looking. She ain't even looking at the love. She don't want the love. What she looking at is the Seven of Cups over here. What she's looking at is the Seven of Cups over here, and what's over here is options. Okay. Now, with these two in the upright and the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and then seeing over here that somebody has been dishonest, and all right, so this I'm gonna tell you everything that's kind of coming to me through these cards. Remember, if it don't apply, let it fly. If you're watching this, this could be for you. This could not be for you. You gotta listen through. So what I'm showing as the blockages is a couple of different things. Somebody has too many illusions or too many options in front of them. So whether this Queen of Wands, whether it be a man, a woman, a fucking frog, y'all know what I'm hearing. This person is presenting as someone who is very confident. But if the heart is closed and you're looking at the options that are in front of you, that's telling me that maybe there's a mask happening right now. Let me get a little bit more on the Queen of Wands, please. Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, Queen. King of Wands in the reverse. Star in the upright. If you are not in a partnership, your blockage is you. And your blockage is your inability to connect with the masculine part of yourself, which could be the person who speaks out, which could be the person with the outward passionate energy, right? And it's also showing me that you may be prioritizing money over healing. Um, and if your heart isn't really opened, it looks like you might be focusing more on money than, and in this economy, hold on. Because in this economy, okay, I'm not mad at you, but I am mad at you if you are only looking at the options in front of you from a space of hurt and a space of pain. And if you're not, and this also tells me there's a little bit of fiery energy going on. And that's only if you like, if you are in a partnership, I don't, yeah, it's a third party. Okay. I didn't want to, all right. Okay. So Three of Wands came up. And there's a lot of wands. There's so many wands here. So somebody's options at what they really want is blocked by who they're with. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Somebody's option in who they really want to pursue is blocked by the person that they're with. Y'all ever saw that meme online where it's like, don't let your husband block you from your boyfriend, or so? It was something like that. this is, those things be low key true. And the reason is because sometimes you do end up in partnerships for a very long time. And as you grow as people, you may grow apart as people. While you're growing apart as people, someone else over here could be growing apart as people. And like, then you, never mind. Y'all don't feel me. Anyway, so this is looking like that it's a third party situation, and the third party situation is blocking someone for being able to do what they truly want to do. So here's my, I'm gonna pull the advice, but for real, I'm gonna tell you just from, first of all, be honest. Second of all, stop fucking. Third of all, stop fucking somebody you don't want to be with. Stop having relations. Ooh, I don't want to get my YouTube taken down. Stop having relations with somebody who you have a heart block chakra for. If your heart is not open, because I'm also not seeing there, even with the amount of cups, that's 8 cups. 8 cups means you're walking away. 8 of cups is walking away. There's 8 cups on the board. Yes, you don't want to be there, but you're afraid to leave. And it could be because you guys did build some had a promise together, some type of wealth plan together, some type of financial bind together. It could be those things. Those things are going to continue to block you from where you truly want to be if you don't, I'm not going to say leave, because leaving is not easy. Like, leaving is not easy. It's not as easy as people make it seem. But what you can do is at least be transparent about your desire and be transparent about your feelings. I didn't even know this was going to be a love reading. Gag. So be transparent about your feelings with each other. Like, yes, the conversation is going to be painful to look at somebody who you've been with for probably 15 years, 10 years, 2 years. It's going to be painful to look at them and be like, I don't want to be with you no more. I think I want to move on to greener pastures. But there's a level. That's why I said earlier, you can leave if you leave with an open heart and an open conscience and things of that sort. That is what clears your conscience. Come on, bring it around, spirit, bring it around. When you have those conversations in your existing partnerships, when you say, hey, this is truly what's happening and this is truly what I feel, those are the honest conversations that you have to have in order to be able to leave a partnership clean. It's never really clean. But for you to leave and have your conscience be clear, because that is the only thing that you can worry about, and that's the only thing that you are in charge of. You're not in charge of their feelings. You're not in charge of their conscience. You're not in charge of their reasoning. You are only in charge of you. So you have to keep considering you when you have those conversations, and not you in a toxic, manipulative type of way where you're not being transparent about why you're walking around with your heart closed. But be open and say, no, like, I thought that this was going to be this, but it's not this. And this is what's happening as a result of that. Like, just be more comfortable with having the uncomfortable conversations, because if you don't have those uncomfortable conversations, you will end up being trapped in partnerships, even in work partnerships, in environments that, one, don't serve you, and two, don't push you to be the best version of yourself, because you're staying kind of on this stagnant place to keep the other person appeased and to keep the other person happy. You can't keep doing that to yourself. Like, you deserve more. You deserve more. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and get some advice. Break my heart. 5 of Cups. Hermit. Not 8 of Cups coming out. Okay. So that's also going to close out the reading today, but I'm going to go ahead and explain everything, because there's the confirmation that you need to go out. You need to get out. You need to go within. So the advice that we got is the 5 of Cups, Hermit, upright, and the 8 of Cups in the reverse. So what this is telling me is your advice is stop searching for validation outside of yourself for your pain. Some people may not know what you're experiencing. Some people may not know how to even guide you through it. You have to utilize the resources that you have. If that means going to therapy, go get somebody who is certified to be able to walk you through it. If that means finding your own self help tools, for me, it was tarot. I got into tarot when I was kind of in a really, really rough place in my life, and it brought me here. So you have to go within you, and it may be things that are not traditional. It may be things that are not normal, but they're normal for you. One thing that helped me heal, like I love musicals. So even during, I'm also on a twin flame journey, so we can also talk about that, but on another video. But one of the things that came through that healing process was my reconnection to music and musicals. And no, it's not normal to drive down the street blasting Rent, blasting Seasons of Love in 2025. But if that's what I needed in the moment, I didn't apologize for it, and I did it, and I enjoyed it, and I sang it, and my son sang it with me, and it was a funky good time. Okay. So what this is telling me is that somebody out there needs a little bit of reassurance in being able to explore the non-traditional ways of healing, being able to explore the non-traditional ways of even of learning how to heal. It's okay to step outside the box. Stepping outside the box is probably where you're going to find who and what you truly love, and it will probably open up your heart chakra. So advice: go within. After you go within, get out and have a wonderful week. Thank you guys. If you made it to this part of the reading, I really, really do appreciate you. I really, 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 really want to drive in. It is okay to leave something that does not serve you. It is okay to leave something that does not serve you. Before I let you go, wait a minute. I got to say it one more time. It is okay to leave something that does not serve you. Okay? Be empowered. Do what you got to do. Do what's best for you. Do it in the right way. Be honest, be transparent, be loving, okay? And then you'll be better. All right, make sure that you hit the like, make sure that you hit the subscribe, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.